Hello there. So, as you can tell by the title, this is probably going to be a controversial topic, a very debatable topic, okay? Because no one can truly expose someone, because in this day and age, everything can be forged. Everything, alright? But I'm going to try to provide as much facts as I can. But the one thing that I want to expand upon before I even say anything is that I'm not doing this for clout. Why am I not doing this for clout? Because if I really wanted clout, I would do the exact same type of content that every other TSB YouTuber does, and that's brain rot, you know, trending sounds, bad memes, okay, like sound effects, weird memes, very weird things, troll face edits, funk, like I would do something like that, something along those lines. But you do not see that in any of my content. Most of it is just raw editing, all right? Because my goal is to make content safe for people, and people will be able to enjoy the content without hurting their brain, without destroying their brain because of brain rot. Okay, that's the entire premise of my content. I want to pose a question. Do I dislike Floriz? No, I don't know much about him. Have I scrolled upon his content and been like, oh, I don't think children should be like looking up to someone who makes content like this? Yes, I have. And that might seem very, very harsh. Very harsh. But why? Why do I say that? Why do I say that? Because from what it appears to me, 95% of his content is mostly brain rot. And two, if kids are following this brain rot, then they're also going to look up to the person who is making the content. Or the things that are brain rot, people are going to follow it more because they respect the person. They like the person. And you know what's the easiest way to get someone to respect someone? You know what's the easiest way? Faking content. Okay? It is the easiest shortcut. Now, do I think that Floriz makes bad content? No. Do I think he makes brain rot content? Yes. Do I think he lacks creativity? No. But I think he executes his content poorly. When people look up to you, they're creating like this persona, all right? This persona of like this plus aura guy on every single one of his shorts being like, oh, he has plus aura. And when you put videos like this on your channel and kids look at it, then it's going to pose a negative effect. This is weird stuff, all right? This is weird, normalized stuff that kids should not be looking at, gang. I think that Roblox should stay a place where no matter what your age is, you can find entertainment without it being brain rot, all right? I'm fine with some brain rot, okay? But stick to the brain rot and don't start faking content. I'm going to impose 5 reasons as to why I think Floriz is lacking in the content creator area, all right? Number 1, is it brain rot? Is it brain rot? That's the first question I'm gonna ask. Is it brain rot? Number 2, is it fake? Okay, is it fake content? Number 3, is it gonna harm children? Should children not be watching this? Okay. Number 4, does it create a fake persona? Something that he is trying to portray that is making him like seem cooler than he is, or like, you know, better than he is. And 5, does he make bad content? And we're going to dive into every single bit of this, and I'm going to dissect it. So we're just gonna get right into it. We're gonna address the elephant in the room, which is primarily the main thing here that like this was originally about, is the TSB AI. That is a big claim. It is a huge claim to say that, oh, there is TSB AI that is so advanced that it can make humanoid movements, not calculated, humanoid movements, in a way that are different every single time, okay? And you can't even tell if it's an AI, even though hundreds of huge companies have tried to make good AI in games, and even in recent years, and have not come close to a Roblox developer saying he made AI. One that's not even used in a single game, or anything like that, or a known developer. It's just for 2 videos on YouTube that no one else knows about, aside from the TSB community. But let's just dive into it, alright? I skipped most of this Google Docs that Floriz made, because, you know, like, it's a whole lot of baloney. It's basically just talking about, oh, how it's made, but it doesn't actually tell you how it's made or provide any actual coding. It's just like hearsay. But yes, I just want to dive into these. Okay. So it says, however, I do not think it is at the point where it can just versus anyone and immediately win due to its limitations on play styles. For example, it beat quite a few players on 200 ping with it developing strategies that no one has ever faced before. So the answer is, probably after enough time 1v1ing different people in different regions, it definitely can. So it's stating here, with enough experience from 1v1ing other people, then it can develop strategies that no one has ever seen before, okay? Which is quite impossible to see a strategy that has never been done before, considering how TSB has been out for ages, and the tryhards have come out with the best strategies, new strategies, and with hundreds of people making strategies on YouTube. You think that a strategy to beat top 10 players or high-ranking players would be a little bit more popular, but no. It's this AI came out of nowhere, only featured on Floriz's channel and another YouTuber's channel. They both have the same description, have the same type of video, but everyone should believe it. Okay, guys, we're a Roblox YouTuber now has the most advanced AI in the world when it comes to gaming. Yes, sir. And on top of that, after making this super advanced AI, he says, I was bored on a Saturday and I wanted to make something cool. But the two main things I want to highlight here is it just plays the best if sees fit from the information it has. So it's gonna be an AI. It's gonna be obviously an AI based on this document. It's gonna play the best way it sees fit. So it's not gonna do any random movements. It's gonna do calculations. Since it doesn't really calculate delay like us humans do, it just predicts the future of what it can or can't do based on pattern recognition and previous interaction with the player's play style. Okay, so we're looking for consistent play styles. Okay, consistent. Not anything a human would do. All right, let's just keep that in mind. Now we're gonna go to Floriz's video. All right, and in the first 37 seconds, if you zoom in, he's literally just back there punching. Now, why is this AI turning and punching the air when it's clearly coded to fight a player? And then randomly out of nowhere, instead of punching the air like it was just doing a second ago, the bot goes forward, no commands, nothing, no adaptations, nothing, just randomly starts going forwards towards him. Now, why was it not tracking towards him if it could have done it before? So the AI is from this distance and dashes forward, okay? Now, why does it not track him here? Why does it not dash forward? Why does it just randomly keep attacking the air? And now people are going to be like, oh, holy AI dash, when Xbox lock-on can also do the exact same thing. Now, I want to highlight another thing, is that if it's not based... Okay, hear me out. If it's not based on any player's play style, and it is supposed to do the best possible moves to kill someone, then why is it jumping around randomly? Which is something that only players do. Look. If it's something that only players do, then why is it constantly jumping around? There's no visible robotic movements. There's no, like, visible calculations to do the best move. It's all, like, just human movements and human mistakes. Another human mistake is, why did it randomly stop? Okay, so it stopped, all right? Now it's jumping in the air side to side instead of forward towards the player. Now, see, if it's not based on another player, then why, when it down slams him, it starts jumping around? Starts jumping around, does a obviously known player movement where he punches air, blocks, and then dashes to the side. What calculation was that? What in what world was that side dash gonna hit? Now, another thing I want to expand on is when it says that it goes through the modes, okay? When it goes through the next modes, there's nothing being typed in chat. This is its adapting stage second. And if you look at the chat, there's nothing up there. But randomly, not even in a second stage, oh, there's something in chat up there. I wonder why the camera zoomed in when there's something in chat. Oh, look, now there's 4 things in chat. I wonder if the AI is talking like a human. And then oddly enough, the chat has now been checked. If the AI isn't saying anything, then why would he check the chat? And why would it be sending things when he isn't checking the chat? That's quite interesting. And in this video, No Corp is obviously talking. And the AI, which was supposed to have calculations, which is side dashing and randomly hitting consecutive hits, and doing things like that, that the exact other AI that's supposed to adapt to playstyles does, but it's the exact same playstyle. And then he dashes away, blocks, and shakes to the left and to the right. That doesn't seem very calculated to me. Now the shove, which has a set distance, and the bot can't hit a forward dash, but it's calculated. It's calculated though. To me, it literally just looks like a controller player, but you know, that's just me. That's just me. I agree fully with this comment. LARP, an AI can't do any of that, let alone be this advanced in this time of era. Even if you check the document, he does not go into detail at all explaining it could get him banned, but that's just another way of saying that it's fake in general. It's not possible for anyone unless you have an entire company backing you up, but even with that, it's not possible. A single developer making an AI in 5 to 6 months. What a joke. This is all lies at this point. Now, I hate to say that I agree, because it does seem very fake. The No Corp AI apparently has been designed to play Dead Rails too, because it traveled 80 kilometers and went on the bridge. It beat Dead Rails. It beat Dead Rails, and it played Dollhouse roleplay too. That's real interesting. That's real interesting. The TSB AI was also designed to play Dollhouse roleplay. Wow, the TSB AI has been coded to play a lot of games. Wow, that is crazy. And even with all the humanoid movements and random movements, but it's not based off of a player, so why would it have these random jumping around movements that are not, they're not required to win? They make no sense to win. Now we can go on and on and on and on about this stuff, but I think we should move on, because I think there's more points to be made about Floriz, okay? Now, I'm gonna say that his content is faked, and people are gonna be like, oh,
No, it's not. You're just a hater.
well, I have delved deep into his shorts. I've not even done all of them, not even close. I've just done the very surface level of his shorts, and let's take a look at this. Blood had second thoughts. It seems very straightforward, and it's not faked at all, right? It's not faked at all. But, you know, there's toxicity, and, you know, it's definitely feeding into the children who play TSB. Now, you may say that this similarity in usernames of someone on his friend list could be anyone. But there's more. It gets worse. Wow, look. There's another one. Trolling toxic noob with pay to win. Kawaii Panda Boy. Kawaii Panda Boy. Another person on his friends list. Wow, trolling teamers with pay to win emotes. Another one. This is really interesting. Now he's fighting teamers right now. Anyways, I'm sure there's more. Now, I saw one of his main videos with 1.2 million views, okay? And I want to point something out. You see that username right there? You see that username right there? Kiwa? What is that? What's that? What is that? That's also Kiwa. And I wonder about this repetitive e-dater content. Coincidentally, there's 2 videos of the exact same thing. And there's another video of this guy called Wild. That's really interesting. Surely this can't be fake too. Oh, look, it's Wild. I mean, it might just be someone named Wild. What is that? Clanes, Loathe, and Kiwa. This is a lineup of people right here. This surely this can't be fake. Oh, look, Loathe, Clanes, and Kiwa. Wow, that's real interesting. That's real interesting. And here's another one, transform hide and seek, and they're clearly being toxic, you know, like it's real, it's real, it's real, it's real. And here he is trying to hunt a kill streak. Like this is really good. This is a good video. Like he's showing off his skill and all that. Her boyfriend challenged me to 1v1. Now her boyfriend is here. That's really interesting. Oh look, coincidentally, the same person with another avatar in another video. Do you see the pattern I'm making here? And you know what the most interesting part about this is, if he fakes so many videos, okay, all of it is scripted, then why should we believe that an AI video is not scripted? Just randomly he comes out with some really good, real content, when all he does with his content is take shortcuts and make everything from actors. And the worst part being that if this is faked, then what if his other videos are faked? And if his other videos are faked, then he has stuff like this. Faked videos like this. Like this is creepy, this is weird. This is really weird. That would mean that he also has stuff like this, which he does. And children watch these videos. Children. Literal children. Now, I know this is normalized nowadays, but literal children watch these videos. It doesn't make it okay, even if it's normalized. And the worst of all, the cream of the crop, the worst of the worst, this video could be with actors. That means that he had someone put their name as Groom the Hose. That is disgusting. Do you see that name right there? If he fakes 90% of his videos, that means that this is fake too. And he had someone name themselves Groom the Hose. This is terrible. This is actually terrible. Like this is gross. This is gross. And if so many people are following someone with this much influence, and he's putting out all of this fake content, then it is crazy to me. It is crazy to me that he is making this fake persona and people are following it. And he doesn't even say that any of his videos are a skit or fake or there's actors. No, it's all real. It's all real to these people. I think that it is very just fake content. It is just insanely fake. Man, that was a lot to unpack. That was a really interesting video. Now, I did not make this video to hate on Floriz, but man, Roblox is known to be a kids game. Alright, a lot of kids play this game, especially TSB. Lots of underage people that are influenced by content like this play this game. And when one of the biggest creators of this game, a face of TSB, is doing stuff like this, it is just gross. And lastly, I want to talk about one more thing, and that is, why is macroing not included as a cheat? Macroing is cheating. Macroing is cheating. It is quite literally cheating. Macroing is banned in like every single competitive game because it's cheating. It's cheating. It's making an unfair advantage. And oh, you're gonna be like,
Oh, he doesn't macro.
Macro gamer running. This is a Floriz video. The Floriz situation is crazy. Okay, at 244. That is solid proof. Now, we have fulfilled our 5 questions. Is it brain rot? Yes. Is it fake content? Yes, it's fake content. Is it gonna harm children? Based off of the last stuff we looked at, yes, it's gonna harm children. Does it create a fake persona? Yes, it does. Okay. And 5, does he make bad content? I think that 95% of his content being brain rot and fake means that he makes bad content. I think it does. Is it entertaining? Yes. But is it bad for you? Probably. Because brain rot isn't good for you. Everyone knows that, even if you don't want to admit it. That's all I want to say. I'm not attacking him, okay? I'm not trying to ruin his YouTube channel. I'm not trying to start any beef. I'm simply just looking at it in an objective way in a way that, oh, I think this isn't good for children. I think that this should change. You know, I'm pointing it out so it would change. If it doesn't get changed, that's fine. That's fine. At least we pointed it out. Because if you see something wrong in that moment and people don't want you to point it out, and you point it out, then you might be a loser for a moment. But if you see something wrong and you don't point it out, then you will be a loser forever. I don't believe in the term that some things are better left unsaid, because I think this needs to be addressed. And if someone who literally avoids collabing with other YouTubers so he can grow his own community is talking about another YouTuber like this, you know there's something wrong. You know there's something wrong. I hope you guys will do with this what you will. Please do not incite any hate. Do not send any hate towards Floriz at all. And even if this video flops, that's perfectly fine, because it wasn't for clout. It's simply just me putting my opinion out there for anyone to see it.